Yes, hello team, welcome to Motosumo. My name is Ben Parsons, and I'm here ready to take you through your class team. This is going to be your 45-minute endurance game. Now, endurance game is all about sort of taking slightly longer rounds, taking away rest, doing your sort of working phase for a lot longer, but at a slightly lower intensity. So we're not going to be smashing out, it's not working at your sort of threshold. It's about putting it back a little bit, but just having those really nice long rounds, those nice chunky rounds to get stuck into. Now team, if you're doing the on-demand classes, which Cassie, I know you're not, but if you're doing them, I want to make sure you jump on our live classes ASAP, because that is where we get to chat to you. We get to know you, you get to send emojis, and most importantly, I get to see you on the leaderboard, so I can keep you accountable and keep you going on your numbers. Now that we got that sorted team, once again, welcome. We're gonna get cracking on because we've got 45 minutes here. So I get to take you through a nice sort of extended warm up, and then we get going. We're gonna start the way we always do. Yes, Kate, what is up? I want you to take off all of that resistance. So you find resistance 0 for me. So take off every little drop of resistance there. And I want you to add just that tiny little bit. So now you've got your sort of base level resistance. Now we call this resistance 1, which should feel like a flat road. So you're not cycling downhill, you're not cycling uphill. It should be pretty easy, but you can definitely still feel something under those legs. Feel like a little bit of weight. And that's where we all begin, team. All together. Start our legs moving. I'm gonna put some bangers on. I'm gonna take you through a warm up. Let's do this, team, in 3, in 2, and 1, 2. So once again, welcome, as I have kept saying, team, your endurance game. You got a while with me here, you got 45 minutes. So let's just settle into it. I want you to just shake those arms off for me. Shake those arms off. Look, you may have been awake for ages, you may be in the evening, you may have worked out today already, or you may be the exact opposite. You may have just woken up, or you may be somewhere in the middle. I want us all to start from that base level. So as if we haven't done anything today at all. So remember, this is your resistance 1, and I'm gonna take you through your different resistances throughout this warm up. And we go to resistance 2, 3, and 4 as we take it up. So they're gonna get harder, they're gonna get a little bit tighter, but I want you to sort of imagine that you've added a little bit of an incline. So with this resistance 1 being a sort of flat road, and resistance 4, which is your top one, being cycling up a steep, steep hill. Use this warm up to sort of gauge your different resistances, sort of play around with it, to feel what it's like for you, because hey, a resistance 2 tomorrow may be different from a resistance 2 for you today. This is your chance to sort of play around with it, and that's what we do. The other thing I want you to concentrate on today, team, is your cadence. That's basically your speed. So if you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see your cadence meter. Now that has a number and it gives colors as well. So the higher that number is, the faster you're gonna be moving. And it's also color coordinated. So right now, we're all in sort of blue or green because it's pretty chilled, it's pretty simple. We're gonna start to build it up, and we're gonna go straight into a 2-minute section. 2 minutes in resistance 1, give me some yellow vibes. Yellow vibes is 90 to 110. So let's get ready to pick it up. I'm gonna turn this music up a little bit. We go for this, team. In 3, 2, 1, go! So find 90 to 110. Kate's up there. Go on, Cassie. Nice, how are we doing today, team? Kate, Cassie, I'm not sure where you are in the world, but I'm in London and we're going through a big old heat wave at the moment. So it has been a sweaty couple of days. London's not really built for a heat wave, and a lot of the time people in the UK, I guess, everyone, we complain about it, but we're really not built for it. No one's used to it. We complain when it's cold, we complain when it's too hot. I'm just gonna put it out there. It was a little bit too hot. It sort of still is. But we move, we crack on. So if I get a little bit sweatier than usual in this class, you'll understand why. Holding this good pace as well, team. As long as you know, as long as you're aware. I'm going to spend a lot of this warm-up in these lower resistances as well, because I find it best, I find we get our sort of best warm-up and we get the best out of it. Staying in these lower resistances, just picking up that speed, it allows us to get into our form, to get into our technique. That's what we want. Putting it back in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowing it down there. Remember, when I say recover, I never mean stop your legs moving. I just mean put it back in that place. We're gonna go again, and we're gonna go for 1 minute now. So half the time, but we're gonna bring that speed up to 100 minimum. 1 minute on the clock. We go for that. 3, 2, 1. 60 seconds. 100 minimum. So try to get 100 to 110. Now we're adding a little bit of speed. Now it's time to pick up that pace. Oh, Cassie. I like that. Red zone already. You don't need to quite yet. If you want to push it up into red zone, do it on the drop. Let's go. Love that. Right, you can pull it out of that red zone, don't worry. We just got excited on that drop. Three, 2, 1. Slow down. As the next bit comes in. There's a new part of me. There it is. Cool, we're gonna go for a 30-second section. Remember, this is an endurance game, so this doesn't involve sprints. It doesn't really involve intervals, but I'm gonna allow us to get a little sprint, a little interval in here. Just 30 seconds of work, and I want you to push it up. Hold red zone for the whole time, the whole 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Red zone, as you both know, is that 110 plus. You know what, we're gonna have to elongate this slightly to stay on the drop. Go! We'll go for another 10. Nice, all the way. 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. Take it up to resistance 2 for me. Let's take it up there. We're gonna speed through these a little bit longer now. So we're gonna go straight into 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest, going 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Resistance 2, resistance 3, resistance 4. 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. The only sort of intervals you're gonna be doing, but it's gonna allow you to warm up into this. Now resistance 2, remember, is if you've added on just a little bit of incline, not too much, and I want you to hit 90 to 100. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you should still be in that yellow zone, but it's got that little bit stiffer. It's got a bit more. Good, focusing on your technique as well, remember, as always, hips up, you want to be sort of keep them nice and still, nice and engaged, and then it's all about those legs kicking out and pulling back. You get that beautiful 360 motion going on there. Three, 2, 1, 15 seconds. Find that resistance. 3 for me. Gets a little bit stiffer again. Now we're trying to hit 80 to 90. Look, these are not max effort sprints, but it's still a lot stiffer. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice, how's that feel now? As we start to build up in these resistances, it gets a little bit tougher, doesn't it? Seconds. 4, 3. Nice all the way. Slowing it down. Bring it up to resistance 4. We're going to stay sat down for this one. Remember, this is your stiffest, heaviest resistance. 70 to 80, 45 seconds. Remember, we're not smashing these out. I'm just allowing you to get a bit warmer. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. 70 to 80. Okay, adding on some resistance there. This needs to be heavy. And this, most of all, you need to allow yourself to keep that body weight in the middle. The moment you start chucking away either side, you lose a lot of energy. And remember, you're kicking out, pulling back, kicking out, pulling back. Working with it. And breathing through as well. Nice. 3, 2, 1. I left that one on a little bit longer. Getting ready, back to resistance 3. Back to resistance 3. Build up the pace of it. 80 to 90. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. I left you on 45 seconds for that resistance 4. Because we're going to get used to some heavy stuff today. Team, we got a lovely mixture of sort of long rounds in your lighter stuff, of sort of speed endurance, and then longer rounds within that heavy stuff, like long climbs. But as always, you don't need to worry about that for now. I'll worry about that. You just focus on getting warm, thinking about that technique, and getting into this. Because we got this today. 10 seconds, we get to drop it back down to resistance 2. Oh, that's gonna feel nice. 3, 2, 1. Looking good. Resistance 2. We go for that. In. 3, 2, 1. Yellow zone.
Center of attention, they all want some. I'm like fire, hot as the sun. The dance floor is burning.
Get his bad boy.
Hands on my body, I'm loving
So
the heat, but it won't come easy. Nothing's for free.
Love it. Okay, Cassie. Bang on those numbers. Oh, Kate's brought it up. Hey, there's gonna be another drop. We gotta keep it going. 15 seconds, 2, 1, go! Push it all the way. 3, 2, 1. 60-second break there. Look, I told you I was gonna get sweaty. I didn't know it was gonna be this much. A little breather there. Now team, I want you to tell you something. We're doing this on a Wednesday. I'm filming this on a Wednesday. A lot of people call that hump day, in the sense that you're sort of building up to Wednesday and then it's sort of a downward hill to the weekend. I don't live by that. You shouldn't sort of splurge through the week. You shouldn't sort of battle through the week and then just enjoy the weekend. Now, you got to enjoy it all. You got to enjoy every single little bit of it. Every day of the week. Every day's got its own sort of quirks and sort of everything about that. Yes, Cassie, that's what we like. So we don't call it the hump day. This is just another day to enjoy it. This is another day to improve yourself, to work on yourself, just have fun. So that's what we do, team. In your resistance 2, I'm going to take you straight into a race. 2-minute race in resistance 2. as fast as you can. I'll give you a nice big break after that. But this is where we set our numbers. This is where you set a challenge that we're going to come back to later. Start building up that pace. 2-minute race. Ah, rhymes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oi, Kate and Cassie in those 120s. Woo. Yes, fresh dynamite. You caught us mid-race. Yo, so as you should know, Motosumo is not about going hard for the first 30 seconds. Now, I want you going hard the whole time. You can't win a race, you can't win a marathon, talking of endurance, by giving me a 5K sprint. No, you've got to stay consistent on these numbers. So Kate, bring up those numbers. Cassie, hold that red zone. Let the music drive you. See if we can go for a final surge. 25 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All the way, 8 seconds. You have 3, 2, 1. Wow. Wow, wait. Grab a little sip of water. That was big. That was big. How did that feel there, team? Tough? We need to have a look at your numbers now, and first and foremost, you just enjoy those numbers, because those are huge. 1,500 for Kate. No, 13, nearly 1,400 for Kate, 1,500 for Cassie. Oh my word. Take these before we do anything. Take a bit of that, because you deserve it. Down to resistance 1 for me. We start with that lovely little resistance 1. Speed endurance. You ready? 5 minutes on the clock to build up. The rounds are going to get longer. Speed endurance. Trying to hit 105 minimum. We're going to go for a long time. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Resistance 1. So this is less about race mode, and this is more about working on numbers, working on specificity of those numbers. So you're in resistance 1, and you're giving me speed here. Look, it's not necessarily to go into that red zone. Remember, we're going to be here for a while. So it's more about endurance. It's more about conserving energy when you need to. And a speed endurance round for me, it's fun because it takes you on this little journey. Because you start off, because you're in resistance 1, and you're thinking, yo, bear, this is quite easy. Just need to hold 105 in resistance 1. But that's where it tricks you. First minute is all right. Second minute, you're like, oh, okay, bit tricky. Third and fourth minute, you're like, oh, this is tough. Fifth minute, we take it home. So as always, this is the time when you think about that technique. Because you don't want to be chucking yourself around like that. Because 1, it looks stupid. And 2, it's not a very good way of cycling. It's not very efficient. And also you sort of you really settle into the pace. Yes, Kate. That's what we're doing right now. Yo, we're taking off. We're doing it together, as a team. How are we doing there? See what I mean? See, it takes you on that little journey, Cassie, Kate. You can sort of fall into the beat of it. Just enjoy the music. So I'm going to make a little change for the final minute. Don't need to worry about it for now. So when we hit that final minute, we're all going to add a little bit of resistance. Not up to resistance 2, so not a big change, but just a small change. It's going to make it ever so slightly harder for you to really have to add that fire to hold on to these numbers for that final push. Eight seconds coming into that new track. Final minute, adding a little bit on. We go in 3, 2, 1. Add a little bit. Yo, how we doing, Cassie, Kate? Staying on those numbers. Feeling that sweat. On the drop, let's go for a little surge. You got 30 seconds left. Motosumo. 3, 2, 1, go! Five, 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. God, timing worked out well with that music, didn't it? It's as if I've done this before. Little breather, little sip of water. Oi, that was resistance 1, but it got a little bit tough, didn't it? It got a little bit tough. Up to resistance 4 for me. Now we completely change it up. 5 minutes again. 6 minutes. I tell a lie, I'm gonna add a minute on. 6 minutes. All in resistance 4, going from sitting down to standing up, sitting down to standing up. 1 minute on each. We're gonna start sat down, 70 to 80, resistance 4. We go on the drop. 6 minute round. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. $70 to $80. Remember, this is still a long round. We've got a long round ahead of us. So as long as you're sort of 70 to maybe about 85. Six minutes. 1 minute sat down, 1 minute stood up. Down, up, down, up. You know the deal. Whew. 15 seconds. Yo, we're up. You ready? Up we get, first time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. First time out the saddle. We've already done 25 minutes. Welcome to your standing up. Feels a bit different, doesn't it? Especially after a 5-minute round. 60 to 70, remember. Let's go. Jump on that beat if you want. Quite a nice beat to stay on. And as always, to do these long rounds, 1, stay on top of your breath, don't let your breath get away from you. 2, stay on that technique. So you want those hips back, you want to be using those glutes. Number 3, enjoy yourself. Yes, it's work, it's tough. If it wasn't tough, everyone would do it. But not everyone's doing it, you're doing it, yeah? That's something to remember, that's something to celebrate. Sitting down, and in 3, 2, 1. Okay. And even though it's tough, you gotta enjoy it. But you gotta know for the fact that it always comes to an end. But it's the journey, isn't it? It's not just the process. It's not just the sort of result. It's not just the fact that you got there. It's not just the fact that you got to the end of it. It's how you got there. And how we got there, or at least how I got there, is in a big ball of sweat right now. That's all good. Remember, you're back to the green zone. Bring it up, team, bring it up. Okay, Cassie, let's see that green zone. 15 seconds, we're back out of the saddle. That'll also be your halfway mark. Out of the saddle. 3, 2, 1, go! This round's getting a little bit tough, isn't it? Stay with it. Stay strong. Sitting down in 7 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, down we get, 70 to 80. Next track. Hit me with it. Yesable. One of my favorite artists at the moment. Hit some big bangers. To be honest, that's, I think, what we need right now. "30 seconds stood up for the final minute of this round. The way I sort of describe, in fact, let's just get to the standing up bit. Then I'll tell you the interesting thing. 15 seconds, we're up. Up in 5, 3, 2, 1. Hope we get a final minute. So the way these endurance games always work, because I tell you to sort of lower the intensity just a touch to make it more manageable. Final minute. But because we're riding for 15 minutes, 15? 45 minutes. Imagine if it was 15. Because we're riding for 45 minutes, Only in that last like 15-minute mark or 15 minutes left does you have to start to really dig deep. Does it start to get really tough? Whew. 15 seconds. We get another little break. All the way. Team, you have 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we have 60 seconds from now. You can bring it down to resistance 2 for me. As we shake it off. You got 1 round left. 1 round left. How does that sound? Pretty good, eh? But you're looking at the time and you're thinking, hey, hold on. 1 round. Little dance break. Your final round, team, is going to be 10 minutes long. It's going to be a mixture of what we've been working on, what we've been building up to. You got it. I trust you. 10 minutes. Some speed endurance, some climbing, some little bit in the middle. Maybe there's going to be a race at the end. You'll see. Start on resistance 1 and we go for 3 minutes there. Just like we done before. Resistance 1, final 10 minutes, team, we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Speed endurance, Kate, bring that pace up. Resistance 1 here. 3 minutes to start with. We know this speed endurance. It's familiar to us, isn't it? Oh, okay, I've been here. I know this deal. And that's 1 minute done already. 1 minute done in your 10-minute round. You're in your 10-minute constant finisher because it's an endurance game. So we endure. We last it. How's that pace feeling? You're gonna hold it as we add a little bit. In 3, 2, 1, just like we did before, final minute. Hold that pace. It may not feel like much right now, but I want you to try to hold this pace. "20 seconds, we're gonna do a 30-second push and resistance 2, 30-second push and resistance 3, and then we take it up to resistance 4 for 3 minutes. I'll guide you through it. You don't need to remember anything. 6 seconds, resistance 2, stay in yellow zone. 3, 2, 1. Okay, 30 seconds here. Holding yellow. Don't drop out of yellow. It's only resistance 2. Yes, it's stiffened up. Yeah, this is sick. 10 seconds time. Resistance 3 for 30 seconds. We've not done much in resistance 3, so enjoy it. 80 to 90. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's got hard. 15 seconds. We're up. Resistance 4. In 3, 2, 1. Stand up. 60s. That's coming to that halfway mark of your final round, of your finisher. The sweat could not be more real right now. Yo, Kate, Cassie, how are we doing? Give me a little thumbs up, give me an emoji, give me a hell yeah. Come on. There you are. There you are. Cassie, I know, I'm sure you can probably tell, but I'm in the exact same way. But team, we've got under 10 minutes left. In fact, we've got 8 minutes left. Let's take it into that purple zone, team. Halfway, 5 minutes left in it. 8 minutes left overall. Sat down, 3, 2, 1. 70 to 80. Here we go. Really strong there. Nice on the 30 seconds time. We stood back up. Yes, Kate, come on. Stay with, stay with. Cassie, all the way. Getting to the end, finishing off strong, getting the reward, getting that good feeling. 6 second time, we stand it up. 3, 2, 1, stand it up. Yes, Cassie, come on. You ready to do a minute in resistance 3 again, because we've not done much in resistance 3. We're gonna get a little resistance 3 section going. Sitting down, 80 to 90, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Cassie, you know how we finish this off? We drop it down to resistance 2 and we race all the way for 2 minutes, just like we did before. But there's not gonna be any rest. Yes, you're knackered, you're fatigued, you're tired, but that sort of adrenaline is gonna get you over that line. We go in 18 seconds. I want you to just drop it down, not yet, to resistance 2 and give me some real speed. You go in 8, 6, you got 14, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, this is it. Coming into our final track as well. 90 seconds left here. You can do anything for 90 seconds if you put your mind to it. The music's chilled out a little bit, but that does not mean you should right now. There we go. Final minute, about to kick in. You hold your pace. You don't let anything come off it. Final minute. Let's go! Thirty seconds. Fifteen. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cassie. Wow. That was good. Let's just breathe now. I always leave a bit of time, like a good 45 seconds or so, to just chill out and breathe. Remember, you're in resistance 0. Keep your legs moving. Cassie, that was epic. Close your eyes, take a big deep breath in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, and hold. And then breathe out. Go again, breathe in. 2, 3, hold. And breathe out. For a final time, in. 2, 3. And breathe out. So gently roll those shoulders back for me. Roll them in. And as always, just reflecting on everything. Reflecting on the class and head up to one side. Head around, reflecting on the journey, where you found tough, we think you could have done better. All of these things. Standing up for me. Push those heels down. Pushing your hips back. A little wiggle into those calves, those ankles, and send around the other way, do that same thing. Another little wiggle out, another little lean forward. From there, taking your arms up. You're gonna gently bring them over to one side. Oh, over to the other side. Nice, from there you're gonna bring them all the way around for me, into that center, where I wanna say thank you so much. Absolute legends, absolute heroes. Thank you. Cassie, you're amazing. I want to send all my love for an epic class, a sweaty class, as promised. That's exactly what you got, team. Making sure you're clicking pause and save, making sure you're finding us on social media as well. Apart from that, team, I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love. I'll see you later.